the theme that I keep getting from moms is, okay, I'm swimming upstream against culture. It's hard. It's not very validating. Nobody really likes, I don't get all those fist bumps and those likes and those like, atta girl, yeah, tell it
Mm,
like it really is. When I talk about the Lord's goodness in my life through parenting, while also acknowledging the challenges. But I do mentally believe that it's true. My theology's there, but my feelings aren't. And also, maybe my 7-year-old isn't, or my 12-year-old isn't. Like, I need some hope from someone who has adult children that I need to keep going and that this is worth it. And I was writing this social media post probably 5 years ago. So it's been a minute. And this phrase came into my head. Like, what's an emphatic way to say it's worth it? Literally, this phrase popped up. You bet your stretch marks it is. Is it worth it? You bet your stretch marks. And not
yeah.
simply physical marks. I always make this point in podcasts because I get moms who say, well, I don't have any. I'm an adoptive mom, or that's not what my body did. And it is so much not just about,
Right.
it is about, but
Sure.
it's not just about the unique ways that motherhood changes the landscapes of our physical bodies, because it will. It will, even if you've never born a child. You're going to have a sore back from bending over and bathing babies and picking them up out of cribs. You're probably going to have a really cool thing that I've discovered is that most moms, especially ones that are near the toddler years, have this weird stretch mark pattern on the inside of their left elbow,
Oh,
because
really?
most moms are right-handed. I know, she just looked at her at
I'm
her arm.
looking at it. Yeah.
If it's been a minute since you've carried babies, you may not have it anymore because it fades. And my youngest are about to be 5 tomorrow, and mine's faded majorly, but I can still see it right now because it's good sunlight. It's essentially the mark of carrying babies on your hip because it squishes
Oh,
that skin on your wrist.
yes.
It's such a cool, my sister-in-law first noticed it, and I looked, I was like, oh, I have it too, because I almost always was doing something with a baby or a toddler on my hip.
Hmm.
And so I really felt like this was the phrase that the Lord gave me to embody this idea of those marks on our physical selves that the world tells us we need to do everything cosmetic we can to hide or change because they somehow make us less than,
Hmm.
are not one, just like Jesus says to his disciples, look at the holes in my hands. Look at these wounds. Look at look at my side. These are evidences of my love for you. It's not the same. We're not our children's savior, but we have an opportunity to offer up our bodies as a living sacrifice to our families. And then even to take it beyond that metaphorically, to say, is it worth it? You bet it is. Those stretching, growing, painful, uncomfortable moments are worth it because they are pointing us back to our Savior, and obeying God always is worth it.
That's so good. I love that. And that's an easy sell for somebody like me because I have always liked scars, always. I've always thought scars were cool because not just because they look cool to me, but also because they tell a story. There's something you went
Yes.
through that left that mark on you that has made you stronger, that has impacted your life in some kind of a way that's permanent. And I think there's
Yes.
something really beautiful about that. I have a stretch mark on the left side of my stomach from when I was pregnant with Aiden. And I had contractions for months. They were the Braxton Hicks contractions,
Yep.
but my stomach would tighten up and I think it was his little butt would push up through the skin and it stretched that skin. So I have just this almost looks like a Harry Potter lightning, thing right there. And I love it. I show it to him sometime like, that's your butt. Your butt did that. And I'm so glad. So I think there's a lot of beauty in that metaphor, whether you have a lot of stretch marks or no stretch marks. It's a mark that's left on a mother in so many ways. And you are certainly qualified to talk about this. In fact, sometimes I look at you, you're a mom of 10, you're a fitness instructor. Someone could look at you on social media and say, man, she's just got it all together. But I know
Mm,
that's not your message. You
no.
kind of embrace the messiness of life. Talk about your family and kind of, I know you said that you feel like the Lord has really given you this message for right now, but have you seen the differences in each one of your kids and how, as you've applied these different types of principles, how that's borne out in their individual lives?